Hey guys, Crazy Postman here. Well, I got an interesting experiment today. I'm going to drive around to 5 different fast chargers. And not just locations, 5 different models of fast charger. And we're going to compare and contrast the different models of the fast chargers. The weather is a little bit sketchy out here today. We're supposed to receive some storms maybe later. And right now it's pretty foggy. But luckily I'm aware of a gold mine of a fast charger location. It has at least 3 different models of fast chargers right there at the same place. It's called Cherokee Travel Mart, and it's on Interstate 40 in, I think, Calumet, Oklahoma. We are headed there right now. Now, this old girl here says we should get there with 30% battery remaining. It's still 109 miles away from where I'm at currently. I've been going for a bit already. So on the way there, I'm going to stop in Hobart, Oklahoma. They have a fast charger there. We'll try that one. And then after that, I'll continue on to the Cherokee Travel Mart. They have a ABB unit. I think it's only 50 kW. They have a BTC high-powered unit, and they have a Flow fast charger. And on the way back, we're going to stop at an Electrify America in Weatherford, Oklahoma, and we'll compare all those stations I just tried to the plug-in charge at Electrify America. Now, I don't think I have any cell reception in Weatherford, or at least I didn't the last time I was there, so I need that plug-in charge to work at Electrify America. So let's get on down the road, and I will see y'all at Hobart for our first stop. So we arrived at the Francis station here in Hobart, Oklahoma. The brand on the screen says this is an EVBox charger. So we're going to plug in and see how well it connects to the Mustang, and we're going to time how long from connection until it starts charging. So I only got so many hands here, so this isn't going to be perfect. Let's open that up. And car's beeping. Oh, charger port ajar. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. Start, stop. Select CCS. Swipe your charger card on the screen. Authentication is in process. Okay, so here we go. Plug that in. Okay, it is plugged in. Started the timer. As soon as we see something happen on the screen, I'll tell you how many seconds it was. It's been 20 seconds. I think it's probably already charging. And it's not showing me. It's been 30 seconds. Oh yeah, it's already charging. So I'm gonna guess it started charging. I forgot to do a screen record too. Whoop. So it says we're getting 50 kW right now. Of course, I'm at 76%, so I don't really need to be charging. We'll probably go to 80 and then move on. One thing I kind of hate about being in this tiny town, it's happened before. As soon as I pull up to these EV chargers, people get curious and the traffic increases tenfold around this location. People start driving up and down the road wanting to check this out, see what's going on. I mean, That's probably a good thing that they're curious about EVs, but I'm a kind of a introvert here. I don't like, here comes, this guy's passed at least 3 times. I wished he would just stop and ask his question so he would quit driving by. So there's no information on this screen unless I have to push another button. Okay, so this is EVBox, and this is the kind of information you can find on the EVBox stations. Let's go ahead and stop charge. You have to swipe your access card to stop the charge. Nobody can just walk up here and stop your charge. But they could always just push the button on the handle, because that stops the charge immediately. Watch. Here I go. Boom, it's cut off. You probably didn't hear that over the microphones, but it cut off instantly. And there you go, and you just plug it back in there. The parade has started. Here comes another guy. Word has gotten out that there is a car at the EV charger. That didn't go as smoothly as I thought it was going to, but that was mostly my fault. The station performed flawlessly. So it probably started charging about 10 or 15 seconds into that transaction, and I just didn't know it because the screen doesn't show you anything. You have to go in there and physically push a few buttons before you see any information displayed on the screen. So that was a pretty quick and easy transaction, besides from the nosy town people just driving me crazy. So since I charged a little bit there, we are now destined to get to the Cherokee Travel Mart with 37%. I added a few percent to my range there at Hobart. So I guess I'll see y'all in 1 hour and 6 minutes, but it's just gonna be instant for you. Well, me and Duck here have made it to the Cherokee Travel Mart. Let me show you around and let you see what's here. So to start things off, we have a Flow charger here. It says it's at 32 cents a minute and $1 to start. That's the old prices. I wonder if that's correct, because it is sure enough displaying 32 cents a minute. We'll check that out here in a minute. Well, this is what a Flow charger looks like. You got the CCS on that side, and then the Chargepoint on that side, and then down here is what I call the BTC high-powered chargers, because they can go to 350 amps. It says it's available, both the CCS and the Chargepoint. So that's what those look like. Oh man, I would say that one's dead. That's a pretty bad look. Looks like these over here are dead too. Looks like there used to be, it says under maintenance, I think. So that's pretty useless. Let's check this other side one here. Yeah. Sure enough, this one is dead also. So only one of these units, the BTC high power units, are actually working. Over here, we have the ABB 50 kW unit. So this one will provide 125 amps. And the card reader says cash only. So that might be a problem out here in the middle of nowhere where there's no, I mean, there is a store, but they're not related to the fast charging back here. So it looks like these Francis chargers are in a pretty decent state of disrepair out here. So that's the ABB unit. So hopefully I can get one of these to start up for me. This one looks like it's working anyway. Uh-oh. I don't have high hopes for that credit card reader either. So anyway, let's get started. We're going to start out over here on this Flow station and give it a try. I have the Flow app, so I'm not going to use the Francis ID. I'm not going to use the Francis card. I'm going to use the Flow app because I got $10 on it that I need to use up. So we're here at this Flow. I'm going to try to make it go. Yeah, that rhymed. We're going to open our port here, and so it still says 32 cents per minute. So we'll see what happens here. So in the app, unknown status, and it doesn't even have the same number. So this one says AUK 201, and that says Flow 676. You can see here the error. These stations don't have connectivity. I wonder if they were part of the 3G shutdown. We got the Francis RFID card here. Let's see what happens. It says authenticating. Plug into vehicle and press start. So plugged into vehicle there. And now we're pressing start. It says retrieving vehicle information. It does appear that it's going to start. You know, I forgot to time this again. so much for my standard process here. It is receiving power. So there you have it. We are able to charge at about 200 amps here at this Flow station. Now, since it's not networked, I don't know if they're going to charge me or not. I'll let y'all know when I'm editing this if I got a charge for this first station here. Let's move on to the next one and see how well it works. So it says charger capability 100 kW 200 amps, but my vehicle is requesting 100, well basically 200 amps, but it's only getting 71 kW. So that 100 kW tells you it's at a much higher voltage. So my car's currently at 362. So this is a 200 amp unit. Let's go up there to that 350 amp unit and see what happens. I like this handle. This is a good handle. And the connector where you put it back, it just clicks right in. And actually the ABB ones look to be pretty good too. I don't really like the Electrify America ones or the BTC. Here we are at the BTC high-powered unit. Now, this station is kind of in a bad shape, but it does look like it's going to work at least. The other three stations over there, they don't even appear to be active at all. We're going to go ahead and open up our port here. Let me get you another camera angle. I don't know if you can see this anyway because of the sun, but we're going to go ahead and hit the CCS button. Now it says please tap your RFID card. So we're going to pull that out and tap it there. Authorizing payment. Payment is authorized. So now all we have to do is plug in the vehicle. So spin that around and plug it in. So 1,000, 1,000. So about 15 seconds after you plug it in, I start getting power. And it should ramp up to about 100 kW here before it starts dropping back down. So we'll go ahead and let it ramp up to maximum. 107, 109. So that's about the maximum my car can take. And then after a few minutes, it will start dropping and settle into the 80s. Let's go ahead and stop this and go try the ABB unit over there. So here we are coming around to the ABB unit. Now this is only a 50 kW unit, so we will only get 125 amps max out of this. But let's see how it performs. Put the car in park. I've been leaving it on since the dog's in the car, even though the window's down. Let him have a little air back there. So right now, it's not showing much. Oh, there it goes. Oh, it says 30 kW. I wonder why it says 30 kW. Let's go around to the other one and see if it's limited. This one is not saying if it's 30 or 50 over here. So we'll just go ahead and plug into this one and see what happens. You know, this is a real life test. We'll see if it's gonna work or not. So it's telling me to connect first. So I like these connectors. It just pulls right off and slides right in. Okay, I connected it. Now I hit the start button. Price for selected out is 1 penny. Okay, I don't know why it's only charging 1 penny, but okay. Let's go ahead and see what happens here. Things are clicking and we are charging. Now, these do not show the power on the screen, so we can go in here and look at the app and see we are charging at 125 kW, just like it says, 72 amps. So for some reason, that one is limited to 75 amps probably. So let's go ahead and try the other one just to see if it's this particular station or if it's these ABB units. They should be 50 kW. They should be 125. So we'll go ahead and stop the charge. It did make me show my RFID card to stop the charge. I always forget to pop that little door up. So that was interesting. Let's go ahead and change sides over here and try this other one. All right. Getting in position. Oh, I'm crooked as heck. All right, let's go ahead and give this one a try. So we are CCS. Let's tell it to start and say we're going to use the RFID card. It's saying to show it. Okay, it beeped. You are allowed to start charging. Preparing to charge, setting up communications. So we are plugging this bad boy in. I really like these handles. They're nice to handle. Pun intended. So clicking is happening. Again, all these chargers have started up in about 15 to 20 seconds with the ID card. Still a lot of clicking going on. Oh, this one has a little bit different display here. So we popped right up to full power. 45 kW is probably 125 amps. I've never actually seen a ABB station that showed this information on the screen while you're charging, so that's great. And we are verified charging at 118 amps. Charges at 118 amps, not bad. Let's go ahead and stop this charge before I get charged. All right, charging has stopped. Oh, I was allowed to stop charging. We charged for 56 seconds and got 0.6 kilowatt hours. They do look identical. If you look here at the, so this one was made in 19. It's a Terra 54 CJUS. And if we go around and look at this one, it is a Terra 54 CJUS, but they are running different softwares. So my guess is this one is not networked, or it has a problem, since it says it's limited to 30 kW there. And also it told me the session was only going to charge me a penny. So that makes me think it's not networked or there's a problem. This one over here, I'm going to guess it is networked because it's running a whole different software. My guess is that there was a software update and they were able to push it to this machine. So, oh, now this one says cash only too down here. So that's it from the Cherokee Travel Mart. Let's run over to the Electrify America station and try it out and see how it compares. We'll be using plug and charge over there. So I found a Chargepoint station just across the highway from the Electrify America. So we're going to do a little bonus stop at a Chargepoint station at what looks like a gas station. So let's go see if we can check it out. Now remember, I don't have any cell phone coverage in this town, so the only way I'm going to be able to activate this charger is with my little Chargepoint RFID card here. So I recommend, if you're going to be depending on electric vehicle charging, make sure you get RFID cards with all the various companies. I would be in a world of a hurt right now because I don't have any cell phone coverage, and I would not be able to activate the charger unless it has like a pay at the pump type situation that actually worked. So here is the gas station. Let's see if I can find this Chargepoint. Oh, here it is. Over here by the CNG station. Let's go check this out. It actually looks like a nice install. Nice and fresh. Now these are going to be probably the 62 kW station. Give her a go and see how it works out. Okay. So just to prove to y'all that I don't have any cell coverage here, check that out at the top of the screen. No coverage. So I would not be able to activate this station here, but I do have the RFID card right here. And this looks like a very fresh install. The cement looks new. There's still marks from the big trucks that installed this on the cement. So let's give her a go and see what happens. It says, to get started, sign up for the Chargepoint app. Let's check out the price. Oh, this is a 125 kW station. 30 cents per kilowatt hour. $1 minimum. So that's all right. This 125 kW shared. So if there was somebody over there at the other one, we would be splitting it. But since it's just me, this will max my car out. Let's give it a go and see what happens. So here we go. I'm going to show my RFID card. It beeped. It says plug in. So we are going to take the CCS here and pull it out. Plug it in. So now the station says in use. I am getting 71 kW right now. I should be getting over 100 kW, so It says we are currently getting 197 amps. I'm thinking this is a 200 amp limit station, because I should be getting more power than this, especially if it says it's 125 kW shared. I should be getting more juice, but I'm not. There you have it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm at 35% battery, and that's what it's like to use a Chargepoint. To say on here anywhere available. There's no sticker anywhere on this machine that tells me how many amps it does and its model number or anything. We're gonna go ahead and unplug and go across the street to the Electrify America, where it's free, because I still have some of the plug-in charge credit available on my car. So let's go across the street. Here we are at the Electrify America station. I'm gonna do this all POV, so everybody can see exactly how it goes. And this is gonna be a plug-in charge station, so I'm literally just gonna plug in, and that's all I have to do. Right there. Plug and charge. Let's see if it works. This definitely does take a lot longer than the RFID card or app method. Alright, this stuff is working. Authorized. So now it's going to be about 15 more seconds once it's authorized, and it will start charging. And we should ramp up to full power on this one. Still initiating. I think it's actually been charging for a second now. Let's go ahead and hit the continue button here. Thank you for choosing Electrify America. And then there we go. We are hitting 109 kW. So that is full power for my car. I'm going to go ahead and charge to 80%, and we will see how long it takes me to get from 35% to 80%, because that's what I was at when I plugged in. You can see there, 35%. So this should stay pegged at 109 for about 2 or 3 minutes. Ford has a weird timeout timer. It allows you to get max power for just a few minutes, and then it starts cutting down to it's going to charge at the whole time. So on my car, it will charge in the 80s. So it charges 110 for the first few minutes, and then it will drop to the 80s until 56%, and then after 56% it drops to the 60s until 80%, and then after 80% it drops to 35 kW. And you don't want to be here after 80%, because that's just pretty much useless. So we're going to go to about 80%, and I will let you know how long it takes. Just wanted to do a 15-minute check-in. We've been charging for 15 minutes here, and we are getting 74 kW, and we're up to 66%. So we were able to go from 35 to 67% in 15 minutes. So between 56% and 80%, it's a gradual decline from 85 kW to 60 kW. Just wanted to check in. That's where we're at. We're gonna leave at 80%. We are about to 80%. Let's get up here so we can watch it happen here. 80%. There it goes, dropped down to 36 kW. So it took 24 minutes to go from 35% to 80%. Let's go ahead and stop this session and head home. Let me put y'all up here in the POV position, and we will get this unplugged. All right, flip that up, close that door, return the handle, and it says I got a $13.76 discount, 32 kilowatt hours in 24 minutes. Well, let me go ahead and end this episode out and say goodbye to everybody. We went to Sonic Drive-In and I got me a hamburger and the duck back there. He's got a full belly and just sleeping it out. Now, he had him a plain foot long, which basically means he just ate the hot dog part. We're all happy and full in the car and just headed back to the house. So thanks for watching this episode today, and I will see you in the next one.